New York City, home to over 8.5 million people. With diversity so unparalleled in all aspects of living, such as lifestyle, culture, and identity, New York allows each and every person to find a part of themselves that resonates with the city. The architecture is no different, and across 2 days, I sought to immerse myself in the city and the sights, uncovering this factor that makes New York such a wonderful and beautiful city. The architecture of New York is reflective of some of the people who either inhabit the city or recognize it as the cultural hub that it is. Diverse style and structure gives each building in the city a new sense of life and character. The designs of buildings adhere to old and new tastes. They introduce unprecedented concepts of how to make seemingly static environments dynamic. People could even say that the unique character of some buildings has made them iconic, and they wouldn't be wrong. Architecture allows people to feel a sense of home and comfort. The placement of character within something so fundamentally simple, like a physical structure, has implications beyond immediate scope. Massive skyscrapers scaled down into child-sized playground gates, building facades used as canvases for self-expression and artwork. Architecture is used as a vessel for the identity of the architect, as well as the identity of the community. It commentates without speech and demonstrates without judgment. People make their homes out of architecture. Built structure is used for living and working. It provides a skeletal network for people to engage in productive behavior, in a way making someone's creativity and design the place where another's creativity is cultivated. Like no other art, architecture allows a single person to project their imagination up to 1,000 times bigger than themselves. It only takes the ingenuity of one architect to create a design that is capable of carrying out the means of living for hundreds of people. This is a truly superhuman power, all vested in the relatively small structure of one human. Architecture also commemorates and remembers. The human spirit centers around harnessing the environment that our kind has trotted for thousands of years and repurposing it to accommodate modern needs. This is what makes landscape so important. Landscape memorializes people while keeping them close to the earth that they called their home. It integrates them into the very land that will keep others pursuing what it takes to advance and better the world. Landscape architecture is symbolic yet practical and retains the human spirit within its purpose. Spaces of landscape architecture that are integrated with nature are central hubs and locations where many people find themselves congregating. Being immersed in a developed yet natural environment allows people to engage in discourse that reflects the social human spirit. But within the city, the landscape becomes integrated in part, if not entirely, with the city. Spaces between buildings are designed and purposed for people to convene. Other areas of infrastructure are molded into the environment, immersing people in the duality of nature and man-made structure. Nevertheless, landscape is always designed in alignment with nature. Humankind has a certain intrigue in nature. Therefore, there is a call for architects and designers to fulfill it. This intrigue is one of the many reasons why areas of mass natural landscape are preserved. A certain aesthetic quality of beauty is uniquely vested in nature. Environments for children to cultivate skills of wayfinding and curiosity are manufactured in ways that resemble nature itself. Humans, almost seemingly being hardwired, gravitate towards environments that are stimulating and that entertain the physical and mental human curiosities. From the ages of youth all the way into old age, people utilize architecture to simply be human. And this will always be the fundamental social impact of architecture. It allows humans to be humans. It provides the structure and network for people to traverse the world. New York City is one of few places that provides evidence from centuries that this is true. The city is very much a time capsule for the ways in which architecture has been changed and unchanged along the passage of time. My 2-day journey in New York City allowed me to find these concepts and allowed me to identify why New York is such a timeless and beautiful city.